Hey there, I am Parth Doshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. So, this is the next video in the series of SQL integration with UiPath. So, in this video, we are going to see how we can delete the data from our database using UiPath. So, now let's start with a quick overview of what we'll be seeing in this video. So, in this video, we are going to see different ways how we can delete the data from UiPath. So the first one is deleting a specific row based on some condition. So you can specify a condition like where name is this or email ID is this, delete that particular data. The second thing that can be done is we can delete the complete data in a table in database. So whatever the data is, so let me show you our database. So this is our database. In first case, we can what we can do is we can delete this complete row based on some condition. In the next, what we can do is we can delete this complete data. You can see we can delete all this data from this table. And the third one is we can delete this complete table itself. So this what we have with all the data along with the table. So in the second one, we'll only delete the data, but in the third, we'll delete the complete table as well. So let's get started. Now, if you want to see how you can install the database, how you can connect, check out the first video in this playlist. You will get to know more about that. So in this video, I'm taking two variables, that is employee ID and employee name. Okay. So I don't think this is required. This is required when you want to like dynamically delete the data. But here we are just going to delete. So I'm going to remove this. Now to use the database activities, you need to install a package database.activities from manage packages. Once you have done that, you will see the following list of activities over here. So connect, disconnect, execute non-query, execute query, insert, start transaction. You will be seeing soon many videos on this activities as well. So first we are using connect. Now how you can connect is you can click on configure connection. So I have already created a connection. So let me just copy this again to show you. So you need to click on connection wizard, Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. You need to type your server name. And I'm using my Windows authentication, not using any server. So yeah. So after I have typed my server name, I will get the list of all my databases. So if I click on path, click on test connection succeeded. But since I've already done that, I'm just going to click on cancel. Okay. Now you need to create one variable for your connection. That is, you can see over here, database connection, so that you can use further to disconnect or to execute some query. Now the second step here, we are going to pass our existing connection variable. So if you click on this, you can create a new one or you can use the existing one. So we have done that. Now edit query. So here we have to write the query. Now in this, parameters are used when you want to dynamically pass the data from the workflow in this query. So to see how you can dynamically pass that, I have a video on the same in this playlist. You can check the previous videos. But here what we are doing is we are writing an SQL query. So here there is a prerequisite of understanding the SQL queries. Delete from path. This is my table name where employee ID is equals to 20. Okay, so this is the small SQL query which I have written. Delete from table path where employee ID is equals to 20. So let me just click on OK, and then we are going to disconnect. So why disconnect? Because it is a best practice to be followed whenever you perform some operation after completing, you should disconnect your database. So let me save this. Let's see this. So now employee ID is 20 for Rajesh. So we need to delete this particular row. So let's run it and see if we are able to do that. Okay, so it has started the execution. Connect, execute non-query, disconnect. Okay. So let's display our table again. Okay, so as you can see over here, the data is deleted. Now what you can do here, one advancement which can be done is you can have an Excel file with the data. So for each row, whatever is the employee ID, you can delete the data from your database. I can make a video on that as well. I will try to make a video on that as well. Okay. So this was the first thing which we are going to see. Now the second one which we are going to see is we are going to delete all the data. So we are going to write delete from path. That's it. Okay. Save. Now our complete data will get deleted. Okay. Next. You can see all the data got deleted. So if I want to just completely delete the data, it's some similar, like you can say clear data table activity. So when we do clear data table, the data table is existing but the data is not there. Now the third one which we want to do is we want to delete this table as well. So there will be no existing table with the name path. So let's see how we can do that. So now to delete the complete data table, what we have to write is drop table path. So we are dropping the complete table. Let me say run. So if I run that query now, select star from path, I will get an error because there is no such table existing. So let me click and you can see invalid object name path, because now we completely don't have that table with us. So this is how you can delete complete or partial data in your database, or you can like just completely delete the table. Here also we could relate to the data table activities like deleting some data, or you can say clearing the data table. So here we are doing clear database, deleting the data from database. I hope you got a clear understanding of how you can delete complete or partial data from your database, or you can just how you can delete the complete table in your database using UiPath. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and make sure you check the channel every day at 7 p.m. IST for a new video on database and many other topics. Thank you.